Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Look at that for a view. Straight across those treetops and that rooftops down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. We're in the middle of April. The temperature, if you're curious to know, is around about 21.5 degrees. And of course, it hasn't even got to lunchtime yet. For those of you who watch the channel who are in downtown Paphos, you understand that you are living in downtown paradise. And for those of you about to get on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, yep, you're coming to a spectacality of a place indeed. It really is a great place if you're coming for a week, a fortnight, or perhaps even the rest of your life. We're on Mesogi Avenue and we are dropping down towards the old town of Paphos. So don't click off just yet. You never know, you might get to learn something new on the little channel known as Marika and me. We'll have a chat en route, and of course I'll point out one or two of the businesses and little bits of information as we travel along. There's a man who hasn't got much concern for his life. He seems to want to drive on the wrong side of the road on his motorbike, and well, he's had 2 near misses already, but let's wish him luck on his travels, shall we say. Now let's have a quick look and see how much is the price of benzene in downtown Paphos today. If you've got a diesel car, 162.9. If you're using that slightly cleaner stuff, 159.9. Drop in the comments, what's the price of a litre of liquid fuel for your car in your country? Perhaps in downtown Krakow, my superstar Lady Anna, I'm sure she'll drop in the comments, or maybe the man who comes back every single day for his Cyprus fix. That's our Sir Daniel, and of course his girl Sherry, who's always right. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again very soon indeed. There's also a gentleman up into Sada. He's to-ing and fro-ing from the south of France, but at the moment he's in his home and he's hoping to spend the rest of his days in downtown Paphos, which he will. Of course, that's Sir Arnaldo and his French beauty, Lady Sylvie. And of course, the daughter's in town and the mum's in town. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing these guys again and again and again. Big shout out to the Arnaldo clan, shall we say. And also a man in downtown Yorkshire. He's a clever man indeed. He's got 2 Yaris's. One was not good enough for him. He understands that they are the greatest cars in the world. And of course, that's our Sir Brian. And he'll be getting on a big bird very soon indeed. Talking about Yaris's, there's a Welsh girl all the way in downtown Carnarvon in North Wales. She's got an Englishman who's now become an honorary Welshman. Who am I talking about? That's our Lord Paul, and of course his girl, Lady Marilyn. And they came to Paphos, had a great holiday, and we had the great pleasure of sitting and chatting with them on 2 or 3 occasions. And Marilyn went back to downtown Carnarvon and picked up her brand new Toyota Yaris, and we're wishing her a great whizzing around the back lanes in that. A few years back she used to whiz around in a white Porsche with a red leather interior. I bet you that must have been a great thing to hear that engine howling off the hillsides in downtown North Wales. So, where are we now? We're at the crossroads of Mesogi Avenue. If you go to the left, you can go to General Hospital. Hopefully you don't have to go there. You can go to Limassol, Nicosia, and into the Anavargos area. If you were to go to the right, you would go out towards Ember, and you could slowly work your way towards Clorica, Old Town of Paphos, or perhaps even Tala. And of course, Sir Stephen, if he's watching, would be very excited indeed. But don't worry, we'll be going to Tala very soon indeed. Let's keep on going and name 1 or 2 of the businesses along the way. There's a big blue sign there with a bit of yellow, a bit of blue and a bit of red on it, and that's the Uptown Little Supermarket. On the left hand side is probably the best MOT man in the world, certainly in Paphos. He's the most stringent, if you understand me, which is a good thing, because of course he tells you if something is wrong or likely to go wrong with your car and allows you to get it fixed before it goes wrong. In the end, you're going to pay anyway, so you may as well get it done before it goes wrong. For those of you who know Paphos well, this was the former Carrefour supermarket on the left hand side. Now it's called Skevanides. Still sells some great food, got a great cafe upstairs and lots of car parking, and it's undercover as well. Hellenic Bank, if you want a couple of bob, is on the right hand side. pop your plastic friend in there. Hopefully it doesn't eat it, and hopefully it gives you a little bit of spondoolies, which then allows you to go out into the shops, perhaps down to the promenade or harbour area, perhaps into the old town, and perhaps get that special gift, or that nice hot latte. You never know. On that note, if you do like what you see, why not hit that like, click that subscribe, and keep coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we take you on our travels in and around Paphos, the island of love, which of course is Cyprus. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, if you want to buy Mr. Paul a hot latte, why not click through to our about page and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, or just Google these magic words, Marika and me, buy me a coffee. Up it will come. You'll have a choice to read a little bit more about us, and of course a comment or two if you wish, and then of course you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. We'll transfer your cash into liquid benzene and continue to travel around making these videos especially for you. You can also join us as a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself that special title, to get yourself that little bit closer to Marika and me, and of course to entitle yourself to the Marika and me privilege card, which is coming very soon indeed, and that will entitle you to discounts and promotions all around Paphos, in particular in the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. What's coming up now? Let's have a quick look around. We've got Bionic, so they're a point of sale operator. So if you've got a business, that kind of thing, they also sell all sort of computers and mobile phones. And if you've got something that's broken, also they'll repair that screen for you, send it away to one of their technicians in Nicosia, and it'll come back like brand new. If you want some printing done, perhaps the Marika and me privilege card, well, 20/20 vision on that side, which is a printer's, will do it for you. And if you fancy a pizza, there's the brand new Papa John's on the left hand side. What's coming up next? Well, water purification. That's a very important thing at the moment, isn't it? You should always drink lots and lots of water. Calmer Water's there on the left, so if you've got a property in Paphos or further afield and you want that water purified, go and see Calmer Water, and I'm pretty sure they'll work out you a pretty good deal. Come on, Gumbaro, out you go. I'm quite courteous. He was quite cautious, wasn't he? Most of them just stick their noses out and hit you. So if you are renting a car, borrowing a car, or perhaps you've stolen a car, drive it around very carefully indeed, because more often than not, the people driving around in cars are either talking on mobile phones, drinking a latte, smoking, whatever they're doing, or even making a YouTube video. So they're not fully attentive to what they're doing. Big shout out to some of the guys that like to watch the show now and again. There's a girl in downtown Hartlepool. She likes to come for her daily fix. I think she comes back 3 times a day most days. We're going to give her some medication when she arrives on that big bird. Who am I talking about? That's our girl Dame Ann, and of course she's a superstar beyond all superstars, and she'll be getting on that big bird very soon indeed, and hopefully she's going to come and sing her heart out in Lofty's Bar. You never know. So technically now we are transcending through the old town, particularly to the right hand side. That's where you'd go if you want to get a great day out, by the way. Perhaps if you are on holiday in downtown Paphos, that's where all the hotels along the beach side are and so forth, the promenade and the harbour area. But let's say you got a bit bored after 3 or 4 days, why not get on a bus, perhaps walk up, get in a taxi and come up to the old town and spend a few hours. To be honest, after lunch most of it does close down because us locals, well, we like to go and sit on a beach or hang out by the pool, go and drink a frappe or 2. So come up in the mornings about 9:30 to 10 and have 3 or 4 hours. It also comes alive at night around about 7 o'clock. It starts to reboot up, and some of the bars and restaurants are open quite late if you do fancy to spend that time up here. But remember, the bus service normally stops at about 11. You can walk back in around 20 minutes, 30 minutes to the Paphos Harbour and Promenade, or of course you could get a taxi. But word of warning, like anywhere else in the world, if ever you call a taxi or flag it down, make sure that you agree the price and that they fully understand where they're taking to you. Otherwise, you might find that your bill is a little bit bigger than you thought it was going to be. Now we're stuck in gridlock traffic. Come on, Andrea, what's going on? You're too busy. We're a family channel, aren't we? Too busy biting the end on that soggy sausage is what you do. So, and Sir Mart is encouraging you as well now, I've noticed. Naughty, naughty boy. Now, nope, we're not going to get through either. Now, on the left-hand side here, there used to be a petrol station for those of you familiar with the traffic. And rumour has it now that they are going to transform this into a bit of a business hub and a business park and some nice parks and sitting areas and those kind of things. And they're also going to turn the former police station into a museum. So exciting things coming to Paphos. And for those of you who do follow the channel, you may have watched as Cater Paphos came from, I don't like the word dump, but it had a bit of neglect for quite a few years, and now they've spent millions, and I mean they've spent many, many millions, and slowly but surely Cater Paphos is coming back to its former glory, in fact even better. And I think over the next couple of years Paphos is going to invent itself as possibly one of the greatest tourist resorts in the Mediterranean area, because one thing's for sure, it's always looking blue. The sky is blue, the sea is blue, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, a little toilet cubicle just over there, that's in blue, there's a car in blue, all that's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, guess what? We're waiting especially for you. Final shout out to a girl who likes a little bit of brightness in her life. Her name is Lady Whitney. There's a partner in her crimes, that's our Sir Jason. We're looking forward to seeing you very, very soon indeed, and we wish you a spectacality of a day indeed. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll be in gridlock traffic now for the rest of my life. Oh, and a big shout out to my two mates in downtown damp Cardiff. Welcome to Facebook. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys very, very soon indeed. Don't forget to keep doing those share trades, and don't forget to save that spawn doolies, because there's a blonde beauty waiting especially for you. Well, your money actually. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.